Greetings. We are just on or around the cusp now between the frost time and the long nights time. Oh man, the long nights time. It's just amazing, you know. I mean, it's here in Bernie, California now. We have, you know, moved the clock so that the sun is setting earlier. It's really setting at the same time. I guess we came off of daylight savings time, you know, and it just really, you know, oh, this always like mystifies me, you know. It's like we're not really saving any daylight. It's the same amount of daylight. But since that time now, you know, we're really getting into the period of time. You know, this month, the days are still getting shorter, or this cycle, you know, of the year, the days are still getting shorter, and then boom, in 1 month, we will be at the shortest day of the year, the winter solstice. So we are entering the long nights time, and we are entering Sagittarius. This is like really, really interesting that the long nights time is Sagittarius, because, you know, Sagittarius tends to be kind of like, you know, seeking wisdom, spirituality, you know, but also, you know, a fire sign. So, you know, I'm a Sagittarius Rising. And so my external personality, you know, I go out, I meet people, you know, I like to perform and everything, you know, but then I have a Libra moon and a Virgo sun, so, you know, at the same time that I'm going out, I'm also like inside very reserved and, you know, observing and evaluating everything, you know, and then because of the Libra moon, trying to balance things and harmonizing people and everything like that, you know. So that's just saying a little bit about me, but, you know, this is 5 Minutes with the Flawed Guru, but this is not supposed to be about me. This is supposed to be about what? I don't know, because I'm the Flawed Guru, and I don't really know anything. And so I just was reading the Tao Te Ching, number 3. It's a kind of a poetic, you know, not exact translation. Still can't, you know, read Chinese, and as a matter of fact, I haven't even been able to find a good copy, you know, of the Tao Te Ching that shows the whole Tao Te Ching and all the Chinese characters. They just assume, you know, that you're not going to be able to read it, and assume that we're too lazy to go and look up the Chinese characters, you know, and, you know, to take time. That would be the best way to do it, you know, because then you would learn Chinese, and you would learn Chinese history, and you would learn, you know, more about things and everything like that. But anyway, this was a good translation, I think, because it's sort of poetic. I've read others that are more exact, and they tend to be sort of like, you know what, you know, they're all translations are reflections of the mind of the translator, you know, and everybody who reads the Tao Te Ching is going to read it a different way, you know, but it is an amazing book. And so the Tao Te Ching teaches Wu Wei, you know, Wei Wu Wei, doing without doing, you know, and also this number 3, you know, it's personal to me because it talks about how the master, you know, helps people, you know, to unknow, you know. And so as a result of that, he produces confusion in the minds of those people who think that they do know, you know, and he's doing them a service by producing confusion. So that was always the thing for me because, you know, at a period of time, having been, you know, active in an organization, the Unification Church, that had a very standard kind of teaching, but also having studied many other religions and everything like that, I went into a period of time where, you know, it's like, okay, like even right now, I just finished reading the Quran. You know, I've read through the Bible a number of times. I, you know, read the I Ching a number of different times. I read the Dhammapada, the sayings of the Buddha, and the Bhagavad Gita. Kind of been limited to that. I want to get the Ramayana. But each one of these, when I read it and when I get into it, you know, they introduce me to some kind of an experience or aspect of that which is unknowable. And then you look at the different differentiations, and especially when you meet people and communicate with people. Like right now, I'm communicating with it. I don't know whether it's real or not because it's it's on the internet. But a person who says that they who really loves Allah says that they are a 18-year-old student, young lady student there. And the expression and the vibes that come are very, very deep and very loving. But, in reality, because it's the internet, I don't even know who that person is, But they're introducing me to an aspect of Islam that I find, is much needed in this world. And that's a faithful, loving person who really wants peace and who rejects violence and terrorism. And, if it's real, then this person is a young person who really, has a deep love in her heart and a deep yearning to be a saint, like Rabia. Rabia, I guess it was 8th century. And I can't remember what town she was from, but she was, from Basri. Yeah, she was a student of Hassan of Basri. And she was a woman. And she really loved God. And she became one of the most famous Sufi poets, even though not much of her poetry has remained. But one of the things that she wrote was, if I love you because I want to get into heaven, then don't allow me to get into heaven. If I love you because I'm afraid of going to hell, then cast me into hell. But if I love you simply because for yourself and because I love you, simply for the sake of the relationship with the divine, then reveal to me your beauty. And I always thought that was like really beautiful, when I did my master's thesis on Sufism and studied, in translation once again, but some of the teachings of the Sufis and the way that they were being interpreted by various, particularly older English scholars who were affected by it. Then I found, wow, this is like really beautiful. And this woman stands out as kind of an essential, person who just in a very simple way is just teaching, to, love God. So anyway, that got me a little bit off course, which is okay because I am the flawed guru and I don't really know anything. And, one of my mottos, which I'm not keeping right now, was, don't think, don't do anything, and keep your mouth shut. And, that's always been a, difficult thing for me, is like not to think, not to do anything, keep your mouth shut. But this brings us to the people who don't do anything actually tend to do and accomplish the most. We'll just say, if you can, master not doing, then you will know the Tao. If you can master not knowing and not thinking, then you will know the Tao. The Tao is there, and what is it? Well, the Tao says those who try to tell you what it is don't know what it is. Those who say they know the Tao don't know the Tao. And, so, we get into this whole kind of state, So if you're confused, embrace it, and don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, if you're going through a difficult time, don't worry about it, don't think, don't do anything, and keep your mouth shut. And you'll find that, it's very difficult to do that, but just if you don't think, then things will be revealed to you. You will experience. You will gain insight. If you don't do, then you'll find out that you begin accomplishing all kinds of things, because you will become spontaneous. You'll become spontaneous, and you will be able to do the things without doing it. Just like Luke Skywalker, was advised by his mentor, the one who got killed, but then, would reappear to him. You all know who I'm talking about, you know. Who was it? Was it Obi-Wan Kenobi? Anyway, trust the Force, Luke. Trust the Force, Luke. The only thing that's like a little bit lacking in that, is that the Force, it makes it sound abstract and impersonal and everything like that, and that's okay, But, if you, if you, surrender yourself, to and learn to be spontaneous and and begin to experience the process of acting in harmony with the universe, where every day is a new lifetime and every moment is a new revelation, and acting spontaneously, then you find that it's not like an abstract impersonal force, like if we were to look at it, from a science, trying to understand reality from a scientific point of view, which is absolutely ridiculous to try to understand the world from a Western scientific, classical scientific point of view. Is like totally ridiculous, because you're just observing things through your senses and then analyzing them with your intellect, and it does take you somewhere. But we saw with the emergence of quantum physics, the physics, that where it takes you is to the point that you don't know. I mean, Kierkegaard said the same thing, the limits of reason. When he talked about the limits of reason, that that if you just rely on your reason, then you get stuck in a thing, because reason will take you to the place where it cannot, whereas it is ineffective. And that's a good thing, because in either of those cases, it's a wow moment. The thing that is difficult to let go of is still thinking that thinking that you don't know. It's a mystery. That's the number one in the Tao. It's like those who have no desire, those who can relinquish desire, then they experience the mystery. Those who are living in the realm of desire, then they experience only the manifestations. But the mystery and the manifestations come from the same place, and it's like, this is the key, darkness within darkness. Where does being and non-being come from, And the thing is, don't think about it, don't think about it, it's there, you're a part of it, It's like, be yourself, it's the only thing that you'll be good at, is to be yourself. And to trust, trust however you phrase it, trust the universe, trust God. Think not on the morrow, for the morrow shall take care of itself. Sufficient unto the day are the troubles thereof. So we're entering, like the long night's time. And, this is a period, to really, for the energy to really draw in, And what's the purpose of the energy drawing in? It's like breathing in, then you're going to breathe out, It's like you're consolidating within yourself the energy. Look inward, and look inward and don't think about it and don't worry about things, and your energy will be replenished. Your battery will be recharged, and you will gain insight and inspiration and direction. So this is a wonderful, wonderful time, the long night's time. It's like, as I said before, it's like when you don't think and you don't do and you keep your mouth shut, then you'll be recharged, and you'll find out and you'll see, how things work, and they work in you and they work around you. And so, if you can really, be in harmony with this time, then you will experience miracles. So we're coming up now, we're 3 days from a full moon. A full moon is coming up. And so that also, in just entering into the Sagittarius period with a full moon, this will enhance some of the, spiritual and emotional and mystical aspects of this time. So, this is a good time to let go. And then, what are we coming up to also? Today is Sunday, and for those people in the United States of America, the Thanksgiving is on Thursday. So what's that? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thanksgiving is 4 days away. And this is really, really a wonderful holiday because we give thanks. We give thanks. We're at a period of time right now where our country is rife with divisions, where, to be completely honest, most of the people in our country are mentally not in good shape, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually not in good shape. That people are overwhelmed by, stress and, worry and depression and fear. We have, on the global level, we have tensions within the United States. We have, on the global level, we have, the concerns about terrorism and violence and different kinds of things like that. We have a lot of people who are doing okay, but even people who are doing okay financially and so on and so forth, they're worried. And a lot of people are struggling, and everything like that. So at this particular time, it's a wonderful time for us to stop and give thanks. Give thanks. Be grateful. Every day is a new lifetime. You are alive. Wherever you are, you obviously have a place to sleep, and you're alive, so you have food to eat, and you have clothes to wear. You have everything that you need. Be thankful and enjoy this time, and relax, and don't think about it, and open yourself up to the mystery, and let your batteries be recharged, and be grateful, and above all, open your heart to love. Open your heart to love. It's there. Breathe. Do nice circular breathing every day. And as you breathe, just let go. Breathe and let go and feel the love. Breathe and let go and feel the love. And then, take it day by day. Let your batteries recharge. Let your life be full. Smile and feel the love. Feel the love and smile. Breathe. Feel the love. Smile. Be yourself.